Greetings, Black Light. I'm not going to teach from the screen right now. We're talking about making a counter move or a counter. I say a counter attack, but it's really a counter move because the young black man and black woman, they are trying to control your minds so they can rule your activities. You see? So the lack of knowledge is what make you short-sighted or blind. It says a quote saying, "My people perish for the lack of knowledge or the lack of vision. Without vision, you can't see in front of you. And sometimes, so many times, it's the blind leading the blind. So I said something about young Pharaoh, you know, and some people, they get mad. I don't know if it was young Pharaoh, but I had a thumbs down because I suggested that Polite and young Pharaoh fight the power. And see, both of them to me was conning. They was conning for a minute, because both of them was ambitious. See, ambitious is another word sometimes for being greedy. That was Malcolm's. That was his problem. He was greedy for power, greedy for, uh, or else he wouldn't have never went to the one he called the blue-eyed devil and gave up information about whether it be true or fake. He shouldn't have mentioned the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's name to the one he called the blue-eyed devil. They don't respect you for that. I'm talking about the one, if you talk about him, call him blue-eyed devil, and then you turn to them. I don't know why you're going to turn to them. What can they do? But you go on what you said was who you said was your enemy. This Malcolm said he called the white man the devil and said the white man was his enemy. You know. And then got mad at the Honorable Elijah Muhammad for whatever reason and went and exposed. Really, he didn't expose nothing, but he was all into the private life of his leader that taught him. Like he was crying on the white man's shoulders. And, he wouldn't have been a good leader. He was the blind, he would have been the blind. And you got a whole lot of Malcolmites that'll get mad at what I'm saying. But if they search their hearts, if they true warriors, or, true revolutionaries, or true whatever, they will see that I'm right. To deal with this dude right here, the Caucasian, your inner workings, your inner self, got to be made out of cast iron. Everybody make mistakes, including the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because he even told us, he said that he's sick, because he didn't follow all the instructions that Master Farad Muhammad on how to eat to live. I don't even do that. You know, I mean, I'm careful not to eat pork. You know, even though it says in the Quran that if you're in a life or death situation that you could eat pork to keep up your nourishment. But you know, we not like that now. We could grow our own food now. He gave that, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave that example. So you got to keep what's on the inside of you. Your emotions can't override your rationality, you know. So we gonna, you know, try to gear our young people into thinking how to be rulers and be strong rulers. Because so a lot of people got a gift to lead, but you're gonna get tried. And just like Minister Farrakhan, he got a natural gift to lead, but he gonna get tried. I'm not claiming myself to be a leader. You know, what I'm trying to do is make you be your own leader, your own ruler. But there's certain steps that you got to be aware of, and it's not gonna come overnight because of the fact that you're so used to letting your enemy lead you. So this is why I got this thumbs down. I said something about uh, their leader, you know, whoever they like, but they're not looking. You know, you're looking at the personality. You're not looking at the rationality. In this day and time, you got to be rational, and it's got to come from within you. You got to recognize what you got within you. The black man got more of nature, what's natural in him, than anyone else on the planet, any other ethnic group on the planet. Some people don't believe it, but it's true. Believe it or not, take it or leave it. And since the Caucasian is controlling communications, cell phones, cameras, all types of media, he's controlling it. You're going to have to use mental telepathy. Now he might have found a way to even control that, you know. Mind wars, you know what I'm saying? So, but we still want to make you aware of what you got. Look at this real good. These are the 12 powers. You got more than this, but these are the major ones. The messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, talked about the 24 scientists, 24 prophets, 12 major and 12 minor, and one that's the supreme. The supreme is Allah. Allah could have mental powers. He has control over your powers. He can shut your powers down. He can shut your organs down because he knows the scientific way to do it. See, everything starts with the vibration and the rhythm. So he knows the science of that. He knows about molecules and the behavior of molecules and cells. He has this kind of knowledge. The Supreme Being has this kind of knowledge, this kind of wisdom. We had it. But see, like I was trying to tell young Pharaoh when I was talking to the audience, that some of them love young Pharaoh. They don't have that kind of insight. They into the physical. They into the materialistical world. They're not into the, some people want to call it spiritual, but it's really mental. You know, it's mental. But we could use spiritual, but it's really mental level. They don't have the inner workings of that. They still, you know, let material things fascinate them. So for the next couple of videos, we're going to be talking about, and I'm going to be learning with you how to deal with the mental inner man, how to control that, because we're going to need to talk to each other with telepathy, because the enemy is controlling the airwaves. He's controlling everything. He might be controlling mental telepathy. We won't know until we master it and get into it and see will he interrupt our mental capacity. He's already doing it, but not on that level. He's doing it now by denying us information, certain key information that we need. We get a lot of information. You know, some of it's false, some of it's real. And some he don't give us, not yet. Because he don't want us to overpower his mental being with our mental being. But the key thing you got to tune in on is willpower. You got to have the will to want to be a ruler. The will to want to defeat your enemies. If you ain't got that, then ain't no sense in going on listening to me. This is Black Light.